Greetings, citizens. This is Lieutenant Commander Mr. Everything coming at you with an important announcement from the UEE Navy. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, the Lions, is recruiting. Be a part of something great. Join now. We are looking for new and veteran players. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron is a UEE Navy carrier-based squadron. If you're looking for a disciplined, well-trained unit, join now. Not only do we want combat professions, but we need first-person marine experts, merchants, miners, salvage. All professions are welcome in the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Our mission is to protect the UEE and its citizens. Join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Expected missions would be anti-piracy, anti-smuggling, fleet protection, search and rescue, convoy escort, bounty hunting, exploration, mining, salvage, asset protection, cargo hauls, to name a few. Join now and see the galaxy. We have an organization page on the RSI website, as well as the forums in Spectrum, and we have our very own Discord. Role-playing is encouraged, but not mandatory. The galaxy awaits. Join now. Whether you're casual or competitive, we're looking for committed players. We're based on a World War II U.S. Navy Air Squadron theme. Our focus are carrier-based craft, with our primary being the Sabre. But all ships are needed and wanted in the squadron. We would like to have a wide variety of ships to allow all kinds of gameplay. Visit now your local Navy recruiter and join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. The squadron is growing. Visit our recruiter at robertspaceindustriescom/orgs/1NAS to become a member of something great.
All right, guys. Hello again. This is... We got a guy walking right up on me. This is Derek, and I am, Lieutenant Commander Mr. Everything, depending on who you ask.
Hi.
Hey.
Everything good?
Nothing. We are going to do some more of the resource drive, mainly because I'm just trying to get to the end of Crusader. I've already finished out Microtech. Now we're working on Crusader. I wonder if I have a hangar available to me, or do I have to call a ship? I guess we'll find out here in just a second. Didn't look like it. Let's call a ship. I'm not sure what I've got stored here.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
looks like I got the Zeus and the Arrow, but we're going to go ahead and pull the Zeus up.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
I thought about getting the Carrack because it can carry a lot more cargo, but the problem with the Carrack is the loading. You have to spend hours loading the cargo to take advantage of the increased amount of tonnage. I'm gonna stick with my Zeus here. It's gonna be less tonnage, but it's gonna load a lot faster. Now we can go about this two different ways. I can, okay, before I do that, let's do the Alt H, get rid of my helmet, go to my drinks, we'll put one in the backpack, we'll put one right there. Because you notice my hydration is at 54%. And now we're at 88%. We're doing good. Okay, let's put the helmet back on. And let's get back to the cockpit / bridge. I guess it's a bridge because there's 3 or more seats. That makes it a bridge. If there's 2 or fewer seats, it makes it a cockpit. I do have one additional portion of my flight school that I need to record, and that is the combat mechanics. Not combat skills or techniques, but more of just the mechanics of combat. Like how to select weapons, what weapons do, what the shields do, armor, etc., etc. But we're going to do that probably maybe this afternoon. I don't know. Okay, so I can go about this 2 different ways. I can go about it a lot of different ways, but there's 2 that I'm interested in doing because of the size of my ship. One of them is just to take a medium shipment, collect the boxes, then abandon it, right? So I'll have the boxes in the cargo hold. Then take the medium shipment again, load the boxes. That'll pretty much fill up the cargo hold. That'll fill up the cargo hold with 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 50 tons. Twice is about 100 tons. And so each trip would be like 2 loads, which would be 100 tons. Or I could do large cargo good recovery, which has 10 boxes of 8. So there's 80, but it's only 1 trip. I fly out there, tractor these boxes into the cargo bay, and then fly off and deliver them. So both ways is fairly fast and fairly easy. But this one will get me 150K. There is also supposed to be a little bit of combat involved, but I can use these guns instead.
Thank you for taking on this contract. Every single one of our contractors is a valuable contributor to Crusader. Good luck.
Okay, so we're going to go to options. I'm going to go to not my key bindings or controls, but I guess it's game settings. That's what I think. I think it's under game settings. I'm not sure. But what I'm going to try to do is find out where the convergence is. Okay, report crime automatically if notification is ignored. Yes. So if you perform a crime against me, like blow me up or something like that, a pop-up appears where I have to either file a claim, file a crime report, or decline to file a crime report. And a lot of times I'm slow on the uptick and I can't find the buttons to press, and sometimes I miss it. But if it's a legit crime against me, I want it to be reported. So I'm going to leave that on yes. Ship entry labels, I don't really need them because I know where all the ship entries are, but I have it turned on because you never know, I might be trying to get into a ship I'm not familiar with or something. Cockpit audio subtitles, I got that turned off. Dialogue subtitles, I got that turned off. And just subtitles in general, I got that turned off. You know what? I'm going to turn it on mainly for streaming. Not for me personally, but for you guys watching the video. At least you might be able to see the cockpit subtitles. Oh, that reminds me. I need to make a whole new background for my game. That's something I can try to remember to do today. Text input sprint toggle. Yes, that means when I press sprint, I'll just run until I stop running. Aim down sights, no. That means I have to hold the right button, and as soon as I let go of the right button, it won't. If I had toggle, then it would just come on and it would stay on. Okay, sorry. I'm looking at all of these, kind of reprogramming my brain. But really what I need to do is find the convergence of my weapons. Weapon mount, use FP. Okay, I don't care about that. Star map, zoom speed. Nope, nope, nope. Flight automatic slowdown on. They need to reword this. They need to reword it. Decoupled. This is a CIG. If you're watching, this is a problem that I have with your verbiage. Coupled and decoupled. Totally okay with those words, but you have them reversed. When you say yes to having decoupled on, what that means is wait, hold on. Maybe they don't. Hold on now. Maybe they don't. You know what? I'm going to turn it off. Okay. Because decoupled means like you thrust in a direction and you have a forward momentum and you turn your ship. Turning your ship does not turn the direction of travel. You still have momentum going in that direction. That is decoupled. If you couple, what that means is you have thrust and you have forward momentum, but then when you turn, your ship does everything in its power to turn in the direction of your ship. I'm not sure if I like, because see, like, I'll be flying at a, hypothetically, anecdotally, I should say, I'll be flying at a base on the ground, right? And I will lift my nose up. When I get really close, I'll lift my nose up because I don't want to run into the base, right? But because decoupled is on, I lift my nose up, but I still head down to the base and boom, right? So with decoupled off, which technically means coupled, meaning you fly, you lift your nose, your ship is going to start to try to go in the direction that you're pointing instead of turning and then just continuing in the same direction. Okay, sorry. Gravity compensation on. Okay, I have this on no. I'm going to turn this on because I have set a keybind to turn that on. Okay, I want to see how that affects my ship. G-Safe. We're going to go over this. I don't know why I'm going over it with you guys right now, but G-Safe is gravity safe, or when a fighter pilot is in like some serious maneuvers and he's got to go, he's tightening up his body, tightening up all of his muscles because he's trying to keep his blood in his brain and in his organs, because when you do sharp maneuvers, those are called G's, and your blood and will be pulled, especially if you pull up. Let's say if you pull up super hard, that means you're pulling positive G's, which means you're not affected by just 1G planet Earth gravity. You're now affected by 2 or 3 G's, and what happens is your body can't compensate for that, and the blood would drain out of your head and you'll pass out, you'll black out, right? A negative G would be like you pull up. No, I'm sorry. You nose down. That's negative G, and now blood rushes from your feet up into your head, and it will cause the same type of reaction. You'll get a red out. With G-Safe on, it tries to prevent you from exceeding G's. What that does is it disables your ship's capability, or I should say reduces your ship's capabilities, but it makes it so that you are safe. Later on in history of the world, they developed these things called G suits, which you would wear, and when you pulled G's, air would be pumped into the suit, which would inflate the suit to a point where it would compress your body. We don't need to get into all that. Okay, speed limiter on proximity assist. I got that off because when I get close to the ground, I don't want my ship just automatically pulling me up. Or if I get close to a wall or something, I don't want my ship to just constantly like push me away. It might be safe to do that, but then it's taking jurisdiction of my ship away from me, and I don't like that. Now, I've got advanced HUD on in SCM. I'm going to turn this to yes and yes, even though in my MFDs, you can select it, but this would be like default. Hopefully, that's what that means. Advanced HUD prefers labels. Yes. I'm changing that to always visible. There we go. Because I use VJoy. I use it exclusively. The velocity indicator is fading. Velocity indicator is fading. Turn that to always on. Okay. I don't care about turrets per se. Salvage. Here it is. Default convergence distance. I got it at 550. I'm going to change that to 300-ish. 301. That's okay. And that's really why I went to the menu. Did I take a mission? I did. I took a large recovery mission. It's acting like my helmet.
Takeoff complete.
Oh, must be vertical. Which I'm okay with. Okay, what the heck is going on there?
Landing gear raised.
Okay, we're going to Minlo Spire. Which is on Daymar, it looks like.
Shields off. Auto drive is now on. Auto drive is now off. Auto drive is now on. Auto drive is now off. Auto drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Okay, we're going to test this decoupled mode. No, I'm still decoupled. C should be coupled, right? Coupled slash decoupled. All right, we are at 9A turrets visible. Let's get rid of that and go with shields on just in case the turret wants to engage me at 5 kilometers, which it didn't. We are not auto slowing down. Okay. Pressed coupled again, and then we started slowing down. Okay, that's a pretty cool looking little compound. It's got a couple of landing pads. It looks like one of the landing pads has got all these buildings built on top of it. It's almost like they used a landing pad as the foundation. I think that's pretty cool. It's cool as heck. Okay, when we get to about 300 meters, that's when there's the corundum and copper and tungsten, which I'm going to be picking up. I got to get to about 120 or less for my tractor to be in range. Okay, there's a guy walking down the center highway there. I'm not going to shoot him. I'm not going to shoot anybody. I'm going to be a nice guy until they start shooting at me, which I know they will, you know. Okay, 110, 125 for that one. But it's probably on the other side of the building, so I probably couldn't pick it up anyway unless I moved. Okay, that might be a little bit too... Whoop. Too sharp of an angle. I think that's good. Okay. Where is my mouse pointer? There it is. Back door is wide open, but we're like 100 feet into the air, so nobody's gonna like board me. Okay, I'm getting into the tractor beam.
Enjoy the ride.
I gotta get that box to fit in there if I want to be able to collect all the boxes. Okay. That was a mistake. Okay. There we go. Oh, I can get that one. Okay. All of those are on the other side of the building, so we'll get those last. What? Where'd this box come from? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not. There's got to be 10, right? Okay, so I've already got 4 boxes in here right now. This is number 5. Okay, that's 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There they all are. Guy on the ground, he's like, nope, there's this ship above us and it's just pulling all the cargo out of our area. I wonder if he's supposed to be there. Okay, I don't think I can reach those other 3 boxes. So what we'll do is from the co-pilot seat, yeah, that looks good. It'll be 2 more boxes. One reason why I like this mission is you don't have to deal with a freight elevator. early on when all the freight elevators were broken, I found this mission, and it it was a wonderful discovery. And I didn't have to kill anybody. I'm not returning. Withdraw and return to Minlow's fire. Perfect. Deliver the boxes. Okay, that's what I'm planning on doing.
Shields are off.
Do I have to plot a course? I might have to plot a course. Okay, let's do that. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's plot a course. OM1 to OM1. Okay.
Auto drive is now on. Auto drive is now off. Auto drive is now on. Auto drive is now off. Auto drive is now on. Auto drive is now off. Shields are on.
Oh, wow. There's a queue. That's cool. I'm curious, what is that right there? Oh, that's a hangar. That's where all the hangars are. Okay, next in queue, gotta wait about a minute and a half. This reminds me of Port Olisar, which it's supposed to. But I miss Port Olisar. I'm surprised they didn't call this Phoenix Station or something like that, like it was reborn. Olisar will probably show up again somewhere else in the verse. A reused asset. It was a perfectly fine station, but I guess they had to make changes. They needed internal hangars, instanced hangars, and Olisar didn't really have that. It only had landing pads, so they had to get rid of it. But they could have gotten rid of the pads and replaced them with instant hangars, and that's pretty much what they did here. Yeah, so Olisar, it's gone. Put in the archive somewhere. Okay, any second now. There it goes. Ah, right here. Try not to run into the spire or anything.
Landing gear deployed.
It's going to be a tight fit. Is there an elevator over there? Aha, there it is. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about Star Citizen or anything else about my streams or games I play, miniatures I paint, anything, just drop me a question, drop me a comment or anything in there. I'd be glad to explain my Star Citizen history to you. I'd be glad to communicate what I've been doing in Star Citizen, why I'm doing it, how it could affect others or organization or anything. Doesn't matter. If you want to talk about ships, we could do that too. Want to talk about FPS? We could do that. Just don't jump into this. This is a request that I have of anybody that's asking me questions or whatever. Don't come into the chat telling me what to do. That's all I ask. Just be considerate and don't. Actually, I guess I have a second request. No spoilers. So, like, I'm in the middle of the ASD missions. I'm like in the middle of the third one. If you've already completed the third or fourth or fifth mission, don't tell me the answers. I want to try to figure it out on my own. and I lost one of my weapons in the ASD facility. And that's one reason why I'm working for this this Crusader diligently, so I can get that weapon back. I know I'll get that Microtech weapon back as soon as there's another reset in the system, which they do every few months. Well, every 3 months or so, there's usually a reset where everything's brought back to zero. When that happens, any of your rewards are usually put back on your account. Now, I think I could have done like a corpse run where I could have ran in and located my corpse and pulled the weapon off of it. But I was getting such poor FPS at the time, my mind wasn't right, and I wasn't set up to go do a course run. I immediately thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch servers, get a better FPS. And as soon as I did that, I lost the quest, and my corpse was gone forever, as well as my ship and everything else that I had on the ship. That was my fault for jumping to a server swap.
Crusader here. Just wanted to thank you for completing that job. Your contribution goes beyond just cargo. Thank you for being.
Oh, there were some subtitles. I don't know if you guys all saw that. That's pretty cool. Not for me, anyway. I don't care about those subtitles. I listen. Let's check the journal and see how far away I am. I know I'm hundreds, maybe even thousands away. I'm currently at 1857. I need... Oh, I'm just under 1,000. Like 10 more trips. Okay, so that was one of those trips. That got me 80. Now we're going to do the other way, which is 2 medium cargo loads. And it's going to be done a little bit differently. And I'm going to try to visualize like which ones are actually faster.
Takeoff complete.
Oh, this is vertical.
Landing gear raised.
Look, Daymar.
Shields
and the Empire thank you for undertaking this opportunity. I appreciate you.
Auto drive is now on. 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 Auto drive is now on.
So I need to come up with a name for my Zeus. My Carrack is called the Resolute Lion because our organization, the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, our logo, our patch is a lion's head. So I thought, Resolute Lion would be pretty cool. Hey, there's Milu Spire. We're like real close to where we were just at. I say Milo when it's actually Minlo or something like that.
Shields are on.
So I'm thinking Bang Bus? No, it's not going to be that. I had named when I had a Retaliator, I called it the Bang Bus, mainly because all the missiles and the destructive capability of it. It was bang as an explosion, not as in sex. But it was a play on words. Okay. I was like, how come I can't see all the landing pads? Well, there's this giant ship blocking this landing pad. But I'm going to go ahead and land on the back side of it. Look at all those boxes down there. Somebody else has a Zeus parked halfway on the pad. None of these boxes look like things that I want. They look like stims or food products. If they are things that I want, I will grab them. Might be a little bit too close. I didn't mean to stand it up. What the hell? What am I catching on? Okay. Oh, I keep accidentally pressing space. I was like, why am I jumping? Because my thumb is sitting here resting on my space bar. Maximizing my cargo space. A little bit of juggling, you know how it is. Okay. Nah, I'll leave it there. Easy peasy. lemon squeezy, as they say.
Takeoff complete.
Okay, so we just go a little bit off the beaten path,
Gear raised.
go back to my contracts, accepted. This medium one, I'm going to submit it. And then I'm going to go back to offers. Crusader. We're going to look for that medium again. Might be too fast.
Just saw that you completed that contract. Thank you so much, and hope to work together again soon.
Not 100% complete yet. I only picked it up. I haven't dropped it off yet. All right, well, let's check to see if it refreshed. Looks like it has. There it is. Am I going right back to
This
where
is
I
Dan
was?
from Crusader. Thank you so much for taking on this responsibility. We
Nice.
appreciate your hard work.
Perfect. This is a perfect pickup. Now I could go right back to the same elevator that I was just at because I know it was working.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, another ship is gone. That's good. All these stems are still here. Oh, can't go that way. I think I'm gonna have enough room for all this. Really? Dropping that one little box causes it so much of a ripple. I still have room in here. I might be able to take a small load. Let's see how big a small load is. And if I take a small load, I don't have to abandon the medium load. I can leave it because it doesn't override each other. I thought about going over the... You know what? Let's do it.
Takeoff complete.
I mean, there's cargo left in this cargo pod. Let's see if I can take it. Come on. Because if I can take it, then I will. I'll just take whatever will fit. It might be stuck. If it's stuck, then I'm just gonna not worry about it and move on. Or if it's not the right materials, I'm gonna ignore it and just move on. Looks like it might be the right materials. Ah, yes. Well, let's see whatever I can take. Come on, trying to jam it in there. I know you'll fit in there. I just got to figure out how. Come on, lift it up, rotate it. Oh, look at that. Got it there. I didn't mean to do that. Do I think I could fit? No, I can't fit another one of those in there. I don't think any of those are small. That works. I'll just leave it there. Hot on something. I am being such a I don't know what you would call it, but I'm taking somebody else's cargo. But they didn't, I guess it was just too much for them to carry, or they didn't have any space in their cargo hold, or... Wait a second. All right, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave that there. Yeah, I can see where that's going to be a problem. Whoops, it went a little bit too far. I think I've already picked up more than what would have been in a small cargo load out of the second elevator. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to lose my order, how everything's orderly in there. I wonder if I can squeeze one in there. The way the roof angles up here, it makes it not so easy. I don't think that would fit in there. Probably can only get, I can get two more. I can get both of them. I guarantee it. I can figure it out. Here we go. All right, so we basically got 3 loads. But I'm sure Crusader doesn't mind where I got the load, just as long as I got it.
Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised. Shields are off.
Too close. Okay, hold on.
Auto-drive is now on. Auto-drive is now off. Auto-drive is now on.
So while we're traveling, let's do this. So it shows us at 1857.
Welcome aboard. Looking forward to working with you again. You have all the details. Good luck.
So once we unload all this cargo, I want to see where we're at. That's why I checked to see if it was where we were currently at. We're at 1857. We need 28. So I still need 1,000, or just under 1,000. This right here is probably going to be close to 120. We'll see. We'll see what it is. Nope, not going to Orson.
Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now off. Shields are on.
Did he give me a vertical hanger again? I hate those.
Landing gear deployed.
Whoops. Ah, that one wasn't wanting to snap on for some reason. It's alright, we'll work around it. Yeah, that spot doesn't show like a... Where was I at? I was at 1287 or I think it was 1287.
I will mark that contract complete. Thank you so much for all your hard work. It's been a genuine thrill to work with you.
Okay, 1287. Let's see where we're at now. $19.89. Oh wow, that was a lot. No, it was 18. Was it at 18 something? Yeah, it had to have been because I was past the 15 mark. So I guess it was 18. So I got about 100. Okay, well. That actually took longer than the resource recovery. Resource recovery was way faster. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue with the resource recovery missions. Let's do one more before I take a break for the night. It's going to be obviously the resource recovery one. Partially because it gives me almost 100, it gives me 80, but it also gives me 150,000 credits. So it's like a double dip victory. So I think that's what we're gonna do.
Take Takeoff complete.
Oh, I'm hangar Q. Okay. Like, why isn't it open?
I was just wondering if you're going to help us out with another contract. I'm really thrilled. Good luck out there.
Come on, hangar. I'm trying to leave, so you would think it would be there wouldn't be any queue. Entering, I could see a queue. Not really. I guess if the door closes, it should be able to open automatically with an empty hangar. Because everything instanced. So, like, the doors close, whoever's inside gets moved over to a instanced hangar, then the doors reopen with an empty hangar. That's the way it's supposed to work, and maybe it just takes the server some time to transfer the files. That's why there's a queue.
Left shields are off. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
You hear that explosion? That boom? That I shouldn't have been able to hear that. It probably didn't happen anywhere near where I'm at now. And I've heard that the audio playing all over the... Oh, okay, I missed a band-aid. The audio playing all over the system has caused server errors. So I anticipate there to be a server error incoming. Oh, now this definitely looks like a moon. Okay, I should be able to pick up all the cargo except for maybe that one over there from this side. I think I might be too close. Maybe not. I think that's good. It's like the hardest corner to get something in. Yeah, ever since I cleaned my mouse wheel, it's been working a lot better. That's what I get for having a dirty mouse wheel. I couldn't get it to spin. But now it spins no problem. Yeah, that one on the other side, I don't think I can get from this direction because the building's in the way. Yeah, it's not on a platform or something. Okay. Let's fly in third person. That's probably okay. Let's find out. Whoa. There we go. And I didn't have to gun anybody down. Again with the vertical.
Shields are up. Landing gear deployed.
Bump. Wait, that's not. What the hell? I was thinking this was the freight elevator. Oh my gosh. Should I get in and move over, or should I just grab them and load them in? Yet. I'm the dumb one. Mr. Grinch. I'm stupid through and through. I'll just make this a two-step process. There's only 10 boxes, so. That was way faster. And it pays 150,000.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for completing that contract.
See, now we're at 2079. We're getting there. We got about 800 left. But 10 more trips like that. And if I don't do crazy cargo pickups, if I just do those, I could probably do 3 or 4 of those every night. So in 3 nights, I should have that complete. If I don't do any missions in the middle of the day. Alright guys, I'm going to let you guys go. This is where we're going to call it for Star Citizen tonight. I do have something I want to put on Discord. Not Discord. Yeah, Discord. Letting my players know that I apologize for missing our game last night. Our Pendragon game. I was so looking forward to it. But I missed it because I slept through it, actually, to be honest. Alright, well, you guys, take care.
Greetings, citizens. This is Lieutenant Commander Mr. Everything, coming at you with an important announcement from the UEE Navy. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, the Lions, is recruiting. Be a part of something great. Join now. We are looking for new and veteran players. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron is a UEE Navy carrier-based squadron. If you're looking for a disciplined, well-trained unit, join now. Not only do we want combat professions, but we need first-person marine experts, merchants, miners, salvage. All professions are welcome in the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Our mission is to protect the UEE and its citizens. Join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Expected missions would be anti-piracy, anti-smuggling, fleet protection, search and rescue, convoy escort, bounty hunting, exploration, mining, salvage, asset protection, cargo hauls, to name a few. Join now and see the galaxy. We have an organization page on the RSI website, as well as the forums in Spectrum, and we have our very own Discord. Role-playing is encouraged, but not mandatory. The galaxy awaits. Join now. Whether you're casual or competitive, we're looking for committed players. We're based on a World War II U.S. Navy Air Squadron theme. Our focus are carrier-based craft, with our primary being the Sabre. But all ships are needed and wanted in the squadron. We would like to have a wide variety of ships to allow all kinds of gameplay. Visit now your local Navy recruiter and join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. The squadron is growing. Visit our recruiter at robertspaceindustries.com/orgs/1NAS to become a member of something great.